Banana Fish. For y'all don't know, Banana Fish is a shoujo. A shoujo. Not a show and I, but Banana Fish. To be honest, I came into it when I came into watching Banana Fish. I was expecting something like Cowboy Bebop because I was on my anime list when I found it, and I went to the recommendation. They recommended Banana Fish, and when I went to go see what it was about, it was action. I saw shoujo, but it wasn't show and I. So I'm like, okay, it's shoujo. You feel me? So the male character is gonna appeal to young girls. I was like, okay, that's understandable. So they're gonna be a lot of pretty boys. They're all gonna be cut. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna try not to say pause in this video. I'm gonna let everything go, let everything slide. Let me slide for trying to talk about this as honestly as I can. And by the way, I haven't finished Banana Fish, and they're gonna be some spoilers because I'm just gonna be talking about how I feel so far. And I'm 11 episodes, and I watched the 11th episode early this morning. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I had to stop watching a couple of times. Like, man, I'm just gonna have to say it. Look, one thing is, the show's not bad. Like, honestly, I'm enjoying the show. 11 episodes in, bro, they've done pretty well. Minus bro getting raped, like molested. Literally half the show is bro getting molested. Like, you don't see all of it, but some fat bodyguard, apparently he molested him when he's a kid. He's trying to F him now. The boss he works for, apparently they have been getting to it. I'm like, bro. Later on, you realize, like I said, I'm gonna be hella spoilers. Later on, you realize he was also, in addition to being this nigga's toy, in addition to being, by the way, the boss, the dude that he works for, the dude that took care of him or saved him from the streets or whatever he wants to, because later on, like, not later on, but I guess later on, because I'm only talking about what I've seen. So from episode 1 to 11. So later on, I'm talking about like the latter episodes, like 9 to 11. Who make mention? He'd be like, I saved him. I saved him from the streets. I taught him to read, stuff like that. My bad. Some kid was talking in the back, and I just ruined my thought. It just ruined my thought process. What am I trying to say? So some kid was yelling in the back, and it kind of interrupted me. But this Papa dude, or this boss, I don't know, some crime lord, right? He has everybody call him Papa. It's just weird the way he it's just weird the way he looks at Ash. Ash is the main character. But what was I even saying? I said, oh yeah, bro's backstory just really F. Another part of his backstory that was just wild to me is his pops. His pops was like, okay, yeah. One day my son came home, shirt ripped off, bruises, and apparently the coach was trying to get at him. He told his son, hey bro, check it like this, right? Just let him do whatever he wants. No, I think he said something like, I don't really remember what he said, because honestly, I was already mad. I was just like, bro's out here touching your scene, not gonna do nothing? In the end, apparently, from what they said, is they don't really go in depth with it. They just kind of just say it. You see it. So they're like, okay. Apparently, he was getting paid. Bro was getting molested, but he was getting paid. And then the last time, he shot him. Ash ends up shooting bro. He takes his father's gun and shoots him. I'm like, none of this is really making sense to me, because I'm like, because prior to this, the father was mad at Ash. Like, when Ash comes back home because they have to get something, he comes back home. The father is mad at Ash. He's basically calling him a prostitute. He's like, we trying to get people to F you. seducing. Did you seduce these men? Because he comes in with a group of guys. If you watch, you know I'm not. I might as well tell you now. He comes in with an ex-detective, a reporter, and AG. AG. We'll get into AG. I'm not gonna say too much right now, but we'll get into AG. We'll get into Ash and AG's relationship in a little bit. But he comes in with them because they have to retrieve his brother's. They're looking for information that their brother might have left, that Ash's brother might have left, to help them, find some clues for Banana Fish. Help them better understand Banana Fish, or who's Banana Fish, or what is Banana Fish. Banana Fish. But they come home, the father's cooking them. Like, you seduce these men too? Are these part of your male gigolo posse? I'm like, bro, what is with Pops? And at first I'm like, okay, maybe like Ash was like out here stripping for Tennessee trying to get some monies. But that was not the case. Bro was getting molested. Came and told his Pops before he got molested. Pops was like, hey man, just rock out. And then when he gets molested, right? They take bro to do that molested him. They check up on bro's house because he's dead, right? And it turns out dude has like hella kids' bodies in his basement. Like, raw. But then the townsfolk here, they're like, hey, but he was getting paid earlier. He was getting paid earlier. This is an 8-year-old kid, by the way. He was 7. Because he shot him when he was 8, but he was 7 when it first happened. But he was getting paid. He was getting paper. So there's something about this kid. His Pops, instead of defending him, instead of saying, man, I did wrong, instead of stopping this from the very beginning. Because put yourself in Pops, like, let's say you're the Pops and that happens to your kid. You're not going out there and, doing something unthinkable. But, man, no, I'm not gonna lie. That really baffles me. Like, that really baffles me. I don't, man. No, but that's just to say, yeah, this nigga's, his backstory, just a lot going on. Just a lot. Oh yeah, no, what I was trying to say is, okay, so they find the house, so they find all the corpses and all that. His Pops ends up sending him to live with his sister because he's embarrassed. You feel me? He ends up running away, and that's why bro's mad at the kid. And how they resolve this is, at the end, the dudes that are following, because they're dudes that are tracking him, they're trying to stop him from getting the information on Banana Fish. They come in, they shoot bro's wife, his father's wife, or new wife, because his mom ran away. Like, she did. After she happened, she did. Shot his wife, shot him. He's on the floor. He's like, hey. After Ash and his friend managed to get those dudes out of there, his Pops on the ground, wife dead. He looks at the woman like she was a good woman. It looks at her like she was a good woman. Licks his lips. Looks at Ash. Is like, yeah, y'all get out of here, man. We'll handle this. Ash starts crying. They have some awkward father-son moment. I'm like, nigga, your father is a legit, like, this nigga is, like, there's something wrong. There's something, like, you gotta check up on. Like, something about that nigga's not right. But, I look at him, I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's just keep going, you feel me? I was just like, that's whatever. But, oh yeah, also, he goes to jail. I told you the hell is boy. He goes to jail. He gets F there. That didn't even make me stop watching. Like, that was like early on too. That didn't make me stop watching. He got raped in jail by a couple of niggas. They were talking about he was easy princess. They were saying all type of like real like demeaning stuff. Like I was listening. I was like, man, that's actually crazy. Like that. Like, come on, you don't talk to somebody like that. I'm talking about all throughout the jail, even before these dudes got to him. Like, I'm talking about dudes are princess, cutie. I'm like, bruh. And it's a show though, so bro looks like, he does look, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, come on. Don't play him like that. Like, that is a grown man that's out here fighting for his life. But this is before I knew that bro was getting killed left and right, that he was just getting dealt with. I only knew that fat dude got him, and that the Don dude liked him. Which is weird. Like, that's another thing. It's a shoujo, so it's like, I don't know why all these niggas, like, all these dudes are like really, really, really. These niggas are really like, it's like these niggas are really gay. Like, really gay. Like, it's crazy. It really is. Like, I expected there to be a little like it's a shoujo, right? So I was expecting there to be a little like you know what I mean? Like they were gonna be close. Like I was expecting them to do a little things that are a little like you look at it like, okay, that's a little weird, but you know, and then too crazy. You know? I expected bro to be taking off their shirts a little bit. Like I was like, okay. There's a part later on where bro's like Rambo. I'm talking about shirt cut in the middle, gun in one hand. I'm like, okay, you know, I expected stuff like this, but I don't know. I just feel like the molestation was OD. It's only been 11 episodes, and they've made mention at least 11 times. At least 11 times. They've made sure that you don't forget that this dude is getting railed. He is getting railed, and we want you to know it. Look, me sitting there watching it, I'm doing my best not to. I already started it, so I'm at least gonna give it a chance. It's not that like the story itself is not bad. It's just that kind of gets to me. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But one thing that did make me stop is, and I'll preface this by saying I understand that bro did it to give him like a message, to give AJ a message. But when AJ, because he's in jail, right? So AJ and them come to visit. They chop it up for a little bit, talk normal talk, because there are people in jail that are monitoring him. At the time, he doesn't even know. But, you know, Ash has been living on the street. He doesn't really trust nobody. That's kind of his thing. You know, he didn't really trust nobody. He didn't really open up to nobody. So he already has his guard up always. But he's trying to give AJ a message, right? So when they're about to leave, dude has a full makeout session with AJ. I don't know how long it lasts, because as soon as it happens, nigga, I closed my browser, I closed my laptop, and I just went to sleep. I was like, okay. You know, okay. I woke up the next day, I had to talk to my brother, you know, make sure I wasn't tripping, you know, because come on, man. Like, no. And then I had to pass a message. So you can't just leave it on the tongue. You got to put it somewhere, right? And how are you going to put it there? You don't have fingers in your mouth, so you have to use and put it somewhere. So I'm like, hey. I don't know how long it went. Because I had to leave it for a couple of days, you know, go, you know, free my mind, go watch some jobless reincarnation, some other stuff to get my mind right, watch some football, you know, go to the gym a little bit, do some boxing, you know, get my mind right. And I had to get my mind right after that. But yeah, I came back, I skipped it for sure. I had to. But that's just to speak on the relationship. Obviously, it was a message to help AJ, you know, notify his friend Shorter so that they could, you know, make something shake. If you're watching this and you haven't watched the show, I'll leave that for you, because that's actually, you know, that's a pretty good part. Everything I told you so far is not that big of a deal. That's just kind of stuff that happened. Molestation really doesn't have much to do with the story other than make you just hate the characters. To make you hate the other characters. There's also another like super crazy thing that happens like at the end of these 11 episodes. But honestly, I'll leave it. Even though I start talking about the spoilers, I'll leave that alone. Because that's another thing that will really make you hate these, like hate the villains. You know, it'll really make you hate these. Like for me, I was sitting back, I was mad. Like I told you I watched this morning, it was like 6 a.m., dead tired. As soon as this stuff was happening, I mean, I woke, I was mad. I was just in my bed, mad. At that time, I'm mad where the middle of my forehead, like, it's almost like there's, I don't know, like pressure on them. Like I was mad. I was like, bro, what type of shit is this? I was mad. I was really mad. The rape shit made me mad too. Like that always makes me mad. Always makes me mad. Like that's always wild to me. Like, you know, I'm not even gonna talk about it too much. That's the type of thing that always makes me mad. The molestation shit always made me mad. But I'm just gonna leave that alone. But real quick, the AJ and Ash thing. Look. Okay, so I told you earlier, Ash has his guard up because of everything that I've said so far, all the things he's gone through. He has his guard up super high. And this isn't even for shoujo. Ash is just like, for the most part, because he's the leader of the gang. He's young. He's 17. IG's 19. Ash is like the leader of a gang. He's the big dog. He's the big dog around the streets, honestly. There's another dude, Arthur, that wants his job. But Arthur's a weird guy. He's a real weird guy. Honestly, everybody that works for them are weird guys. Because they call this old nigga Papa. and they're all kissing up to Papa. I actually every time Papa talks about it, no, whoa, every time the Don talks about him, I don't remember his name. It's like Jordan. I don't remember his name, but every time the Don, I'm not calling him bro. I'm not calling him Papa. Are you crazy? I don't even call my pops. No, you're crazy. But the Don dude, every time he mentions, his nickname for Ash is like a lynx. That he when he's talking about Ash and Arthur, he's like fire and ice. Ash is ice, Arthur's fire. Um, and that matters because the Dawn says no, when they were describing what the Dawn likes, he likes more of an ice princess or some shit. Cause I might as well say AG gets captured later on, and like I told you, everybody is trying to F like all the dudes, which is mad to me, but that's besides the point. I mean, I guess this is what shoujos are on. I've never really watched a shoujo. This is kind of my first, I remember somebody told me Berserk was a shoujo. I've watched Berserk. I've watched all the Berserks. I've watched the original. I've watched the movies, watched the new one. I guess because Griffith looks how Griffith looks, but come on. And this nigga Gus just have a wild obsession with it. That ain't no shoujo, man. If this is what shoujo is, that's wild, and I might have to, steer away from it in the future. But what was I even saying? What was I really saying? Oh yeah. So basically, he's just saying he prefers the Ice Princess, and he's the Ice Princess, Arthur. Ash is like this nigga's prized pupil. Like if you haven't noticed, but no prized possession, not even prized pupil. He's more of a possession than anything because he's like, I raised him. I'll be the one to kill him. Bring it to me. No matter if you scoop his eyes out, cut his arms out. Like, nigga, you are doing a lot. You're really doing a lot for. And to be honest, if you know how this shit started, it really started after they killed some kid, and then they framed this dude for killing a dude that molested him, even though he didn't. And I'm like, bro, what's going on here? Like, really, they're mad at him for some shit like that. And then they honestly, no, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that. That's already enough. I'm gonna leave the rest. I'm gonna leave the rest just in case you haven't watched and you're just listening because I'm gonna leave that for you too. I'm gonna leave that other piece for you too, just to help the story. I'm not gonna do you like that. But back to the Ash AG relationship. You feel me? As I said, AG's 19, Ash is 17. He's the big dog. Everybody in his group basically, waits at his beck and call. In like his gang or the people that work under him, they basically wait for his beck and call. And that's kind of, and later on, AG's gonna be like, this ain't the same dude this isn't the dude that I know. You feel me? He's gonna be like, yeah, this isn't the dude that I know. What these dudes know is different from the dude that I know. He's gonna be on his little, are they the same person? Or do they both coexist? Or look, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, to be honest, it's on some bitch shit, like some real like female shit. But I just gotta let him rock. It's still episode 11, so I really don't even know how. He just kind of said it, He just kind of said it. Maybe it was just a passing thought. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he's gonna do with that thought, or if he's gonna do anything with it. That's just what he said. But that's still far. I remember, I guess to start this off, they go to the bar because AG and them, he comes with a journalist to do some scoop on these dudes, right? They're at a bar. This dude asks to hold Asher's gun. As soon as he asks, the whole bar turned around like, what? He just, oh my god. Dude's next to him like, bro, you don't want to do that, bro. You don't ask for his gun. Asher takes out his gun, flips it in the air, hands it to him. The whole bar's like, oh my god, why you didn't hold his gun? This nigga holds the gun like he's never seen a gun in his life. I was like, oh my god, it's heavy. Hands it back to him. Look, you asking me? Hell yeah, that's some bitch shit. But look, actually, no, let me stop doing that. Look, he asked to hold his gun. Maybe he's never seen a gun. He's from Japan. Apparently, from what they said, they don't hold guns. They don't just move with guns in Japan. So, all right, never seen one. Sees a youngin with a gun, younger than him. Like, all right. I'm like, okay. Okay. That little makeout scene. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's take out the makeout scene. Let's say they didn't have that because that really wasn't a makeout scene. It was just kind of something that happened to check for information. So let's say that didn't happen. And let's just go to around episode 11 because this is where he makes that statement about. This is where he makes his statement about the different side. Because they also have another moment where this dude Asher teaches him how to shoot a gun. Again, you're asking me, like me personally, I wouldn't be glad if any dude was that close to me trying to teach me something. But at the same time, there was a third party source in the show watching it go down. He was like, hey, this looks like two boys having fun. Outside, if there wasn't a gun there, it was just two boys, having a good time. They were like two friends, just two friends having fun. And then also to mention, another thing that happened, as soon as Asher saw the dude watching, his demeanor changed from calm and, it changed from calm and, happy and, just free, no pressure when chilling just with AG to, hey, you better watch out over there. Like, hey, I'm still a killer. Raw. Like, his energy was back. I guess that's what AG's alluding to. And the pressure that, like, his gang feels when he's around. Because everybody's on pins and needles. Everybody's like, just wait. Everybody's just holding their breath, waiting for Ash to say something. They even have another moment where, I might as well just say it. It's nothing crazy. It was just, Ash normally goes to sleep. When you wake him up, he wakes up angry. AG woke him up. Dude just woke up and went about his business, went and took a shower. They were like, this is so crazy. Again, it's really not, it's nothing crazy, you feel me? But these are just things that I'm seeing, right? And then, I think that same night, they're sleeping in the same room, not in the same bed though. This dude, Asher, wakes up crying. AG, comforts bro. I'm like, okay, nothing crazy, just a real close friend. Dude's crying, what you gonna do? He starts laying on his lap. They're crying. I'm like, okay. I wouldn't do that, but they still ain't did shit, and nobody's really looking at it like they're, you feel me? So I'm just like, maybe they're just, real comfortable. You feel me? And they have a little moment. I think AG says, do the drapes match the carpet? No, Ash says that. And then AG's like, I don't remember what he says, but I think he says something like, let me see, or some crazy shit like that. I think Asher runs across the room and is like, bro, come on, don't do that. So, hey, man, hey. I mean, and there's another bit, like the youngest brother that's not their brother because they killed his mom, so now they took him as a brother, but they treat this dude like a pig. Like they sent bro to the Dawn as a token of like I said they treat him as a bit, but that's a crazy way to use somebody. They sent him over like a gift. You feel me? They're like, do what you want, bro. He's like, hey, I don't think bro's a... And of course he fed. Of course he... I said fed. Of course he, slept with the dude. I'm like, look, again, I'm not even trying to hate. It's just wild. It's just wild the way stuff is going down in the show. It's just really wild to me. But hey, the show's not bad. The story's okay. No. The story's okay. Like, the story's solid. I'm not even gonna lie to you. What happens next really, like, makes me hate. What happens, like, literally right after bro sleeps with, makes me really hate these niggas. Makes me really hate these guys. So it's pretty. Hey, I'm gonna keep watching. This is my much too early review. Well, not really a review, just me making noise about what I've seen so far. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. I was thinking about this while I was on the toilet. I just decided to come out here and read this. Nah, I think that's it. yeah, I really do think that is it. But hey, thank y'all for stopping by. You know, part two will be out. Whenever I finish, whenever I feel like there's something I gotta talk about. What I really like, I really wanted to say something about, you know, that part, but I think I'll save that for the next video. You know, because if you watch the second video and you haven't already seen that part, honestly, it's on you. I'm giving you time. I'm giving y'all time. So hey, I hope to see y'all next time. Deuces.